KSL Live at 5 starts now.
Coming up next on Live at 5.
Over the next 3 days, the community will turn out to show its support to the 2 fallen police officers from the Tremont and Garland Police Department. It will not go unnoticed. That lasting impact still ahead.
Find out. We've seen it for the last week and a half. All right, thank you, Sarah. In the days ahead, Utahns will have several opportunities to pay their respects to these officers and the Tremont and Garland Police Department.
News specialist Shara Park continues our team coverage, speaking with a retired deputy chief who says offering that support is encouraged. Shara?
Yeah, Debbie and Mike, that's right. Retired Deputy Police Chief Chris Bertram says that even though you may not have known Sergeant Lee Sorensen or Officer Eric Strada, showing your support over the next few days is something that is really important to the officers of the Garland, the Tremont and Garland Police Department and the families of these 2 officers. And he says it will not go unnoticed. He says he knows this because he's lived it.
I remember in a funeral where there was an individual who, you know, she had difficulty standing, and she made it a point that she stood as we went by her in Holiday. She stood for a period of time when the casket and a lot of the, you know, the family and those, you know, immediate supporting officers came by, and it was significant to watch that.
Well, it was nearly 10 years ago Bertram lost his best friend and colleague Doug Barney in a shooting in Holiday. When he thinks back on the service, he says he was greatly affected by the show of support not only from the community along the procession route, but from law enforcement around the state and the country that traveled hundreds of miles to attend. He says law enforcement funerals are so unique because of the camaraderie. He says one of the most poignant moments the public doesn't see is when the officers get to say their final goodbye at the graveside.
White gloves off, and they set them on top, and that pile of white gloves stacks up, and it takes some time, and it's one of those events during the service that I find impactful, because those officers each go over there, pay their own respects, salute, and leave their gloves on the casket.
Well, Bertram says losing 2 officers from 1 department makes the next few days extremely hard, and the Tremont and Garland Police Department needs the community's support right now. He says he has no doubt Utahns will be there for them in their time of need. Now, Bertram says there is a lot of work that goes into preparing these services, and there is a reason that they're open to the public. These men serve the community, they worked in the community, and now is the time and the opportunity for the community to pay back to them and their families by showing their support. So if you have the opportunity, go support them. Live in Salt Lake City, Shara Park, KSL 5 News.
Shara, thank you. And to honor the lives of Sergeant